Okay, in this video I'm going to look at another right hand blues lick because the last lick video, yeah, maybe that's not the best choice of terminology, but the last video about a blues lick that I did was really popular. So we're going to try it again. Okay, in this video I'm going to assume that you know the basics of blues piano. Okay, if you're not sure about things like the basic chord structure and how to play a bluesy left hand, I've got loads of videos all about that stuff, including a full series of how to get started with blues piano. I'll include a link to the first one of those, because unless you've got those basics, this isn't going to make a whole lot of sense. Okay, but here we go. Let's have a look at this lick. It's really easy to play. It's not such an easy one to explain, but you'll see why. It's a lovely little one. The other great thing about it is it works with fast stuff as well. So if you're playing boogie woogie, and so on. Okay, now the smart people among you will have worked out that one of the reasons this is easy is that it only uses one hand position. Okay, your hand does not move as long as you play this lick. Does not move from that basic position. Okay, you're not having to sort of mess about up here or you know, sort of muck about changing octave or anything. Wherever you start, you can just stay there. And the lick has two basic positions. It starts on that one, C, D, and A flat, that lovely blue note, and it finishes just there. C and F, first and third usually, but if you're going to improvise around, you might end up with a fourth on that F as well. You'll see what I mean in a few minutes. And it's dead easy. All you do is, that's your starting position, and to get from there to there, you just play like that. Okay, so we're coming down the G, the F and the D, but you're kind of running them together. The secret to getting this right is realising that rather than try to move your fingers really quickly, realise that the easier way to do it is with a kind of flick of your hand. It's all in your wrist, yeah? Okay. Okay, I'm doing that. It's quite difficult to play slowly actually, because you can't do the flick. Try as slowly as I can. Whoops. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now the great beauty of this riff is that it's really easy to vary it. You'll have heard me playing quite a lot of variations. One of the easiest ones to do is to add the A natural. Okay, just let your finger, as you play the F, the A flat, let your fifth finger slide off it onto the A. Okay, gives it a more kind of open, happy sound. Okay, still playing exactly the same notes, but you're crushing the A flat to the A. Okay, again, needs a little bit of practice, but quite straightforward. The other thing you can do is play around with these notes here at the tail end of the riff. If you've watched my introduction to blues piano videos, which I linked earlier on, you'll know that I think one of the best ways to start improvising is just with a very few notes. Okay, so that this can be a great improvisation exercise, because you can play around with those three notes forever. You do that as well, it's quite nice. that's more about moving your wrist and your arm than moving your fingers as such. Obviously you're moving your fingers, but getting the roll in there, it's all in the wrist and the arm. Okay. The secret of success with this one, as with everything on the piano, is to play it over and over again until you've mastered it. But then to use it as a starting point for your own improvisations. The thing about jazz and blues piano, whatever, any kind of improvisation, is that you can copy guys like me as much as you like, but you're not really doing it until you're exploring it for yourself, okay? So use that riff as a starting point and see where you end up, okay? It's quite easy to build into improvisations because you can do things like this. If you're more advanced, okay. As usual, any comments or questions, whack them in the comment thread underneath this, whether you're seeing it on YouTube or on one of my blogs. Also, you might be interested in my book, How to Really Play the Piano. I'll include a link in the video. I'll probably splash across the whole video in a banner at the top. Part 2 of the book is all about blues, because I use the blues as an introduction to improvisation as a whole. Okay, so if you're into this kind of thing, do check out my book. You will find it really useful. It's available as a print edition and as digital download. So buy either, buy both. I don't really mind. Like I said, if you get stuck, if you've got any questions, if you've found an interesting riff of your own that you want to share with me, give me a shout. I'm always happy to hear. Just get in touch. Enjoy. Subscribe to my channel. Keep watching the videos. Okay? Thank you very much.